Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
White's numbers from a week ago. 16 carries, 68 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments in how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Give them 32 on the play.
Patriots first down. It's a gain of 32. And a Patriot first down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
False start, offense.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Ole Miss.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Allen's got it, complete. 3rd and 19.
Brings up 3rd down.
To throw, Dart. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. New England's offense set to go. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. And the slot man goes in motion left. And incomplete on the deep ball. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. You look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The Ravens offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. His numbers reflect that. Currently leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Dart. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 4. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Working out of the gun is Dart. He'll try and do this himself. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 36. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
First and 10 at
The Ravens at 9-5 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing his dart. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
brings up 3rd and 6.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught by Tucker. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing his dart. Caught by Allen. From the 21, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Patriots.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. 2nd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
At the 12-yard line.
Dart going to look to throw here. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. 2nd and 10.
Nick Scott on the coverage.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Patriots offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. Ooh, the juke. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Here's Williams. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
A gain of 19 yards.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Jordan Lewis on the coverage.
Looking to throw is Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw, Williams. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A 4-yard gain. It's fourth down.
The kick by Bass is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, in with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Gibbs straight ahead. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So the big play there, all negated by an illegal block in the back.
He knew it right away as he was doing it. You can see it in his body language. I think what hurts most is he really didn't need to do it, but just couldn't help himself.
Now he's going to step up and run. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. To the air, Dart. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. New England trying to get a place on offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Throwing is Williams. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
To the air, Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll go up the middle with White, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
False start. Offense.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Williams. Looking end zone for Jones. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the give, here's Gibbs. They juked him. And all the way down to the 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll work inside here. Hampton breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Dart. He's got Allen. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. A give right side for Gibbs. And the Ravens are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Throwing, Dart, touchdown! Ian Thomas, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Kevin McPherson set to kick off.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Dart. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tucker. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. To throw now, Dart. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Darren Waller from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. And McPherson on for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
15 yards. That's good for a Patriots.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. To throw once more, here's Williams. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Ravens offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. A little juke. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 125 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
That is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Zone read, a give to Hampton. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty. But
and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McPherson on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Looking to put a drive together. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. And we'll pause here for an injury. I believe that's a running back. Yeah, that's Rachaad White, who's shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll try the right side here with Davis. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On play action, here's Williams. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. Here's 3rd and 10.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Williams. He's got this complete to Ridley. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 41-yard line.
That's good for a Patriots 1st down.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Williams. And a fast footwork by White. And he will have a Patriots 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. Off the bootleg, it's Williams. And the catch made by Johnson. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. Touchdown, Patriots. Ladd McConkey, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And he bangs it home. It makes it now 35-13 our score. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a New England touchdown. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The home team's offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. 140 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing his dart. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Dart going to look to throw here. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Alex Highsmith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Pats at the line ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And his throw here's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
From the gun, here's Williams. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. In motion goes the tight end. To throw, Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On 4th down, here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On 1st down, it's Hampton. Fighting his way through contact. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only gave up the 1st down and not a touchdown.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Gibbs will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
McPherson now for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, look at the juke. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Patriots offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all good. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. There's Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense is going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 17.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Williams looking to do it himself. Now he's loose at the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To the air, Williams. And that went to the right side and incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Williams. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Williams. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now this one finds McConkey. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Pressure comes and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. Davis now to return it. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Opting to run again here with White. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. To throw, it's Williams. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Patriots.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. 1st down, here's White. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 86 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now White lost the football, and the Ravens have got it. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
The tackle by T.J. Sanders. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
It's now 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Baltimore first down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Ravens, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the slide continues as they drop now. this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Green Bay Packers. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His team 5 wins over their last 7 games. His counterpart on the Packers sideline, Matt LaFleur. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of this slump. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Sheds off the tackle. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. Leading them out is their 6'3" quarterback, the 3rd overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. To throw is Darnold. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Ole Miss.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. On play action, here's Dart. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Baltimore.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Dart. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
Throwing, Dart. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Throwing is Dart. To the left side, he finds Slaw. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
McPherson's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packers offense and Jackson Smith and Jigba getting ready to go back to work. And he's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, so to no one's surprise, his name sits near the top of the list in terms of most receptions by a wideout this season. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Darnold. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Here's Ryan Rico now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Oh, what a move. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Read option. This is Gibbs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And the Baltimore 1st down.
We always talk about, we always look for guys with fresh legs down the stretch of a long NFL season. Well, in Week 16, he was the AFC Player of the Week, and looks like he's going to be strong for Week 17 as well.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Dart. That's taken in by Franklin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Baltimore 1st down. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Baltimore.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Working out of the gun is Dart. Going deep here for Allen. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. To the air again, Dart. And he whips that one incomplete there. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Dart. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And down to the 7-yard line. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. They go play action with Dart. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. To throw now, Dart. Over the middle, it's complete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to throw for it with Dart. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM that always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And that's going to be incomplete. Now a stoppage here for an injured player, and it's David Montgomery who is struggling a bit. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Darnold. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Faking the give, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's got this down to the 35. Darnold, he can beat you in a number of ways, and they're the scramble for the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Tootin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Off of play action, Darnold. A throw left sideline, falls incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Darnold. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their 1st sack of the contest.
Now Dart. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. And they'll try to run the option here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense has Sam Darnold headed back out there. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They'll run. This is Bashal Tutin. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Darnold. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Dart.
A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down. But a penalty flag down as well. And if this is offsides, it's going to be a first. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10.
Here's the option.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Dart going to look to throw here.
Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left.
That's out quickly to Bateman.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it
to throw is Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That's good for a Packers.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. It begins in Kansas City. The Chiefs at home to take on the Broncos in the AFC West.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
2nd and 10. 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 2nd and 10.
To throw, Dart. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Dart. Allen's got it complete. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Now 3rd down and 7. From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. An 8-yard pickup. And a Raven first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing, Dart. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Here's Dart. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Shoves him aside. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Coleman. 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Darnold. It's caught by Coleman. And he's going to have a Packers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Play action. It's Darnold. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
hands it off out of the gun.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and a yard.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Darnold now to throw.
He'll try and do this himself. And Darnold going to slide to the ground here, but not before he does pick up the first down.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. This is caught. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And he's got it. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
And how about that on third down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up the first down.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is going to be Packer football.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Back to throw, Darnold.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Sam Darnold, an 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers have taken a fourth quarter lead. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game, and here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long, but now on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
To the air, Dart.
And that is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Off the option, here's Gibbs.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7.
Dart from the gun on third down. Short throw, going to be caught by Waller.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here's Dart.
He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Here is 3rd and 5.
2 yards. It's 3rd down and 5.
Now Darnold.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Throwing his Dart. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the run at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Dart. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the fourth quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Pickup is 6. Here's up second and 4 at the Packers' 30-yard line.
To throw is Dart. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Dart looking to throw again. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead, as that leads us to 4th. McPherson's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 37-yard line.
Off of play action, Darnold. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
16 yards.
It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Turton is in. Touchdown, Packers. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 15 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Boswell set to kick off.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Ravens now down by 15. 2:12 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. To throw now, Dart.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
4 yards on the pickup.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Finding Allen.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Encroachment defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Dart going to look to throw here. Gets this to Waller.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Baltimore, first down. A gain of 12. First down.
To throw, Dart. Short throw there, caught by Thomas.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. A gain of 4.
Here's Dart once more.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Franklin.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's third down.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Dart.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30.
Gain of 11. That's another Baltimore first down.
And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Dart. Going underneath, Gibbs has it.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14.
Gain of 17 yards. And the Baltimore first down. First and 10.
And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left.
Another try from the 14 on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Dart.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they.